a little dummy here. Good little deception, and he's put it over the bar. A second for Mark O'Shea.
Can she do it again? Oh! Magnificent! What a shot from Ursula Jacob. Nice ball inside. Ronan Clark steadies himself and sends it over the bar.
It's all over, and Offaly are the All-Ireland hurling champions.
Michael Bond, you certainly transformed this Offaly team since you came in.
I didn't do anything to this team. They were there all along, Marty, and they're a fabulous team. And what a wonderful day for Offaly and Offaly hurling.
Jerry O'Connor back to his brother Ben, back to Jerry O'Connor again. The twins combine. Newton Shandron together.
McGee trying to get inside. That's great work for the wing back, but he's little no support, and he manages to scramble it over the bar.
Crumbed by Stack. Opportunity for a first goal, and what a time to deliver.
When the Offaly County Board announced the identity of their new manager, the hurling world and even the Offaly team raised an eyebrow and asked who. His name was Bond, Michael Bond.
Chuis Jack go seomra festas I bhali hí na ledan ag teachtas Jack chun dul a trénáil agus bhí de regéria áileach céhé an fearseo a bhí hawl sa chúine.
It was actually totally surreal now when you look back on it, and he came in and I think Joe Dooley was who asked him who he was, and he told him he was Michael Bond and he was here to take over the team and all that, and we were kind of looking at each other and we said, is this some sort of a joke? Like, who is this man?
One MRI led to another MRI, and I met the specialist inside Limerick, and he just kind of, laid it out the line for me really that I effectively had a mini stroke kind of thing. The consequences of keeping going were probably too extreme for me, put myself at too much of a high risk. So yeah, it was pretty black and white for me there. Speaking to my mother and obviously Claire at home, then it was only going to be one answer from them as well. Like, the health is more important, and that's why I wasn't expecting to be here and going into his office that day and coming out basically retired.
I started being tagged in comments and, what's the woman doing here and why is she speaking about the matches? And then it's the Wexford accent, my appearance, my eyebrows, how my hair is, the clothes I'm wearing.
It's a bit of a tired narrative. Oh, she's a woman talking about a hurling game. Like, why does that matter? But what you want is you want to hear different opinions. You want to hear different perspectives. You want to hear different experiences.
It came to a point where it was starting to affect me, like in my personal life with how I was feeling. Like, it was taking the enjoyment out of what I was doing. The weeks I was on the telly, I was feeling quite anxious and nervous about going on it because I knew there was going to be attention then on me.
We were playing a league game in Clare. We usually get the bus in Donegal town, and I woke up in the morning and there's no sign of him, and so I had to go back. I was away looking for him all through the parish, no idea where he was.
We bus Gael Showreel, agus bhí man túmid don Chatarvine agus hanig man na lads Gael agus her ma wave more than the lads. Agus le ma stiall a taxi in Laochra der leave me Carlo. Agus we ma cancer Brian or a phone agus dirt man, don't you worry Brian, I'm on the way to Carlo. I'm going to get you started now, and they're Brian Lum or they're a Friar Hershey arm. No, man, we're down Clare here. Stop a taxi, Camus go Guji Clare. So landed man Clare.
He was pissed, like. So we eventually got him into the hotel, like, into the hotel that evening, but he had full intentions of going down and playing.
Vi McGaver agus a foreign banish shut this right ige Daris, and I walked into the hotel and the look of disappointment and disgust, it'll always stay with me.
there was only about a minute left on the clock. And I had pushed further and further up the field. I went down to pick up the ball, and just as I was lifting, I just felt this crunch come against my head, and just this surge of pain just shot up towards my head, down towards my back, and this unbearable pain in my right arm. The crunch was just unbelievable, the force that came at me. And obviously I was in a vulnerable position with my head over the ball. And I just remember falling to the floor and just screaming.
And then I went and played. Unfortunately, I had the accident in the athletic grounds. Approaching the second half, halfway through the second half, I just volleyed the ball in and hit the crossbar and played on, and then I just turned to the worst then. I was walking down the street and collapsed then.
I can't imagine what his family went through, you know, the guy, you know, such a young man to go into a coma after something that happened on a football field.
For a while, we didn't realise the severity of it. You know, just how severe his condition was. Geez, I wonder, is he going to pull through?
Like, I remember we met somebody, you were there with Ben, I was there with Jerry, we had 3 kids each with us. And we met and we were talking away, and the kids were all talking away, and there's Ben Jerry just standing to the side.
Rarely hear them talking to each other even, like, you know, it's nearly a telepathic thing where they're nearly going by nods and so on.
Yeah, I suppose I'd be what's the word I'm looking for?
Cranky?
No.
Stolam bhí muoinechan pointe nó gáfhaointechan cín agus chuirchan cadisteachí Tommy Freeman bhí sa bharcáil.
On comes Hanratty, flick inside, hand chance here for Freeman, and it's blocked out for 45. What a sequence of play, and Kerry again in the full back line.
Tógann sé ar neis mé go dtí grós óg agus bhí teach suas ar chef ná agus chun stop a chur leis na lads.
Mark making that unbelievable block probably saved our bacon that day.
Wonderful defending, it must be said, by Kerry. Again, just watch the block. I think it's Mark O'Shea comes in and gets his body in front of it, but such bravery, actually.
Big players do big things in moments, and it can be the making, defining of the season.
Kerry have survived. They are through to the All-Ireland semi-final.
Ní chuinle an block ach le déanaí do cheol sé WhatsApp agus do cheol sé an block isteach sa grúpa, so ní leon aspa muí ní get súd fós. Do I show you clips of me? Which clips do I show? I know the main one. What's the main one I show? The block down. The block down, yeah. Because I'd be trying to get you to block the ball.
Tá go leor daoine agus beidh go leor amán ag tipper dárnach, you know, ní bheidh mór an Paddy Maher's.
There was an iconic presence about Paddy Maher that to this day Tip haven't replaced.
Out as far as Joe Canning, a crunching tackle, and it's Paddy Maher who came in that time, and he certainly felt the effects of that.
I know they got plenty.
They could often use the word legend, but I think she's a legend in her own time as a girls come over. You'll get good players, but you'll get a not standout player in every decade maybe. Like, and to me, she was the standout player of that era.
So clean the house.
I don't think anyone has changed the game more than the two O'Connors did on the pitch.
Like no one's ever.
They are up there right at the top of Cork.
Big breed stack Goni ar an list mar countess na Imroir is fear a dimmer Pelnaman.
Mar Imroir fiach for Aaron Bor. Ní féidirí is stoppa.
If you could see him now, you'd be proud.
Thos sé amach mar gas a róg agus cuiní sé suas mar cinra agus mar ár.
Outside is Ronan Clark, he's putting inside, and it's another goal. Ronan Clark.
Mark developed from a skinny 19-year-old boy who came in training with Kerry
to being a formidable, stylish, attacking defender and won the Footballer of the Year. So you can't ask for much more than that.
Excellent block by Mark O'Shea. So Offaly are the champions, led by Michael Bond. It's been a long season for them.
On behalf of all the Offaly players, couldn't speak highly enough of him as a person. I certainly learned things off him about being a person that I brought with me for the rest of my life. That's the truth. He was a total gentleman. The way he carried himself, the way he treated people, the respect he had for everybody. He's a huge part of Offaly hurling, and he always will be.